Greetings, programs. This is Wretch, and welcome back to Star Wars The Old Republic Smuggler. Sorry for the little bit of late start, guys. It's been a very long day, and I am very tired, but I've got some fuel in the tank here, and I am ready to go. You had the most surreal DBD match. Really, Cath? Do tell. Now, we need to go ahead and use the Cat Scratch's holo terminal. I think that's the only thing that we need to do, right? Oh no, class, locate the builder's technology. You allowed the World Razor to escape Belsavis. As a reward for your support, the World Razor shared with you a location on a loom where you can find the builder's technology. Find the location of the builder's technology in the Western Jedi... Oh, we can actually go and... Oh. Okay. I'm wondering if we should just go ahead and do that. You know what? The World Razor was nice enough to hand that technology off to us. Let's go ahead and start the episode by grabbing our ill-gotten gains. So, there we go. One survivor DC'd during loading, another DC'd at the start of the match. Rest of it spent fixing gens while the Wraith banged a tune and danced. Aw. Cath, you were the nice killer. Good on you. You're a lot nicer than the Legion that we had previously.
Master, I have reprogrammed your vessel's...
Alright, well this should be the only time we were actually on the planet Elam, guys. Now if you remember Elam, it's an ice world with a lot of crystals, and this is where the whole Malgus storyline comes from. I think it was probably one of our most visually beautiful worlds, I thought. Oh, he was the nice killer. Okay, gotcha. Hey, morning you. Oh, Z, if you want to go ahead and start getting your computer set up as best you can go ahead and let Liquid know, and if you need to grab some heaters from the Rook, the key is on the little chain at this, or on the big key at the entrance. Or if you just want to chill, no worries. Oh man, I forgot that all this stuff on Elam was here. It was essentially kind of a self-contained little quest hub. Okay, was that the... No, Builder's Technology is still here. Alright. To the loots! How far are... Okay, the loots are not that... Oh, never mind. The loots are pretty far away. Do we have any fast travel options that we can kind of cheese that off? Here we are at the Republic Outpost. Nope. Doesn't seem like it. Z's also going to need a P.O. box. Yeah, I would assume so, especially... if she gets, like, fan mail or fan gifts and stuff like that as well. We're just gonna take it, we're gonna take things one day at a time. Let's try and get through everything with a minimum of bloodshed and body parts, I would assume. Good deal. What level are these things? Level 50. Oh. Alright, well, let's be careful here. Not to ruffle any feathers, or fur, or fangs. We'll just try to have a nice, quiet drive to wherever this place is. And Imperial sentries. I thought I said nice and quiet. I'm glad that we can use our bikes over the... and ravenous something or others. Negative Ghost Rider. Sorry, I just need to... Elam is just so cool. Yeah, I actually have some Survivor dailies that are pretty easy to attain. I would like to go ahead and get Z's computer up and running, though. And see if we... make sure that it's going to go through smooth. Oh, Threll was in this area killing a lot of these Republic Guardsmen. Wretch, are you an Ice Crown? It feels like Ice Crown. Actually, it feels like Ice Crown should have been. I think the Perpetual Knight over Ice Crown would have been a really nice touch. Aw, Craig. $534 to Extra Life. Thank you so much. 534, 534. So that puts us to $720.34. We are getting closer and closer to our first grand this year, guys. Good stuff. Did I miss a decimal? No, $5.43. You did not donate yourself into poverty. I promise. I nearly gave Crag a heart attack. I did say 534, but... Oh, okay. That is not the direction that we need to go, according to the map. Oh. Oh dear. Eastern Ice Shelf, Western Jedi Ruins. I mean, we're surrounded by friends here. To the end art. No, Nick, stop that. Enter the Builder's Vault. Well, I'm homeless now. Hey, Raven. How you doing? Good to see ya. What do we got going here? Mesmyrrh? What did we just wake up? Uh-oh. Ooh. Select one reward. Ancient Premium Storage Box. Zal Alloy Barrage Gloves. I guess we'll take the Premium Storage Box because we don't know what's inside. Do you want the boat or the mystery box? A boat is just a boat, but a mystery box could be anything. And survey says, what did our, like, universe-destroying superweapon actually get for us? A Kessler Ballistic Incinerator. Requires scattergun. Did you just give me a shotgun for Corso? It could be worse. Now that that's done, we can go ahead and use the ship's holo terminal and begin our adventures on Voss today, guys. I was making the decision not to stream tonight because the internet was acting all kinds of wonky over the weekend, but I think we've got it all settled and we're good to go, and I was just like, we need to get Voss taken care of so we can get Corellia taken care of, and I can be done with this playthrough. You made me have to gift Corso. You must die. I would have preferred the boat. Just saying. Speaking of vehicles and such, let's check the cartel market, just because... Ooh. Imperial E1. Oh. Remote Outcast armor set. Wait a minute. Oh, that's awesome. I hate the hood, though. Wait, hold... The cartel market is currently unavailable. Oh, that's not nice. What just happened there? Okay. Man, what about the mask? That's a cool looking... That's a very simple, yet awesome transmog. I think I would have a bounty hunter or a Jedi wearing that. I think a bounty hunter would look pretty cool. Maybe something to consider if I ever decide to give Beaudry another run. A Jedi who's trying not to look like a Jedi? Yeah. I gotta be undercover, but I must wear something flowing. Frontline Slicers armor set. Hey, Juan! How you doing? Good to see you. Alright, let's see if there's any other weapons of a nifty nature. Norm! Or Morn, if you're watching Star Trek Deep Space Nine. No one wants to talk? Alright.
Mission accomplished. Sheriff is safe.
I admit, I was wondering what to think of Senator Dodonna's pet project. But you saved a life here, and aided the war. I can say nothing, but thank you.
I've never shaken hands with a real Jedi before. Are you nearby?
Don't even start.
Even if I hadn't renounced worldly pleasures, I know far better than to come between Risha and any man she's eyeing.
Curses.
Perhaps we'll catch up again sometime, Risha.
Not sure my current occupation will bring me anywhere near the Jedi Temple, but maybe.
I hope this war ends swiftly enough that I will not have cause to call on you again.
Set course for Voss, then, Captain? The permits from Dodonna just came through.
If it gets me closer to Rogan's head on a plate, Voss it is.
I took the liberty of looking into the place. Weird planet. Just made contact with the rest of the galaxy after a Sith ship crashed there. Apparently the whole planet's on the leash to some cult of Force users. Empire and Republic are both playing along. This'll be one to wear your best shirt. And remember to say please.
Maybe I'll find a Voss wife. Thrill had one. They had a nice little story. And here we go. Right in the middle of hut space.
Senator, I'm heading into Voss now. What should I know?
I'm glad you made it here. I'm still having nightmares about those awful creatures Rogan sent to attack me. It won't be easy to find out who he's working with here. We barely have diplomatic relations with the Voss.
I could charm the horns off a crate dragon.
From what I hear, the Voss are big on propriety and obedience. I don't think you're their type.
Don't.
Voss was only discovered a few years ago and promptly handed the Empire its head when it tried to attack. The Republic's desperate to get them as allies.
Yeah, I think it's one of those things. It was like, oh, you must marry this woman in matrimony. My, look at the time. Doing good. I went to see the play The Foreigner. They play the Imperial March during intermission. I thought Vader would show up, and I was sadly disappointed. I would have been disappointed too, Juan.
What? You don't agree?
Well, I do if we can trust them. The Voss use the Force like no Jedi's ever seen. They'd be powerful allies. That's the thing. No one really knows the Voss, but they took down an Imperial battlecruiser without breaking a sweat. And when you ask them, all they say is, "The Mystics showed us what must be."
Hey, Ani.
What? The whole planet follows a bunch of quacks?
Don't call them that. The Mystics are powerful Force users. They have visions of the future which they use to rule Voss society unquestioned. And the Voss have made it clear, break one law and the entire Republic can be thrown off this world.
You don't really think you have to warn me about that, do you?
I was almost afraid to say this, in case you took it as a challenge.
Yeah.
I've arranged for a native guide, a diplomat named Lokir Ka. He'll be waiting in a private room off the shuttle bay. I sent him files on the beasts that attacked me. I hope he can help you track who sold them.
Not even a goodbye. Ah, well. I guess we'll go speak to Lokir Ka. Whew. That's the nicest thing anyone's ever said to me. Dark Side Angel. It's been a long time since we've been back on this planet. Let's see how things are from the Republic side of the fence. I think it kind of would have been cool had they done this game similar to in Star Wars Galaxies. There were technically 3 factions. There were the Hutts, there were the Alliance, and then there was the Empire. I think it would have been cool to add the Hutts as a playable faction in here. With the, well, let's see here. You would have had Soldier, the Jedi Consular, and the Jedi Knight as the Republic classes. You would have had the Sith Sorcerer, the Sith Warrior, the Imperial Agent for the Sith. For Hutts, you would have had the Bounty Hunter, the Smuggler, and what would be the third one? They're rebels, Wretch. They're always just rebels. Good old Thrawnism. Mando? No, Mandos would be under Bounty Hunters. And I don't think... This is about... The Mandos were... I think the Mandos would be the more Imperial-aligned faction that you would deal with as in the Bounty Hunter story.
Hold up a minute. Commander Harada, Station Security. Glad I caught you before the shuttle. I have an urgent message from Ambassador Janik, our envoy on Voss. I'll patch him through now.
I'm sorry to detain you, but as the hero of the Esselis, you represent the Republic. Negotiations with the Voss have stalled, and I'm looking for high-profile help. Are you familiar with the planet?
Tell me what you know and we'll compare notes.
The Voss are the planet's only civilized race. We made contact with them a few years ago. They have little knowledge of the greater galaxy and only recently obtained spaceflight from us, but they're not primitive. Their society revolves around the Mystics, Force users who have visions of the future. Those visions guide every decision the Voss make, and the Voss believe they're never wrong.
So their planet's run by a bunch of fortune tellers.
Those fortune tellers have guided the Voss safely throughout their history. A Republic alliance with the Voss could be key to winning this war. Unfortunately, the Empire has the same idea. So far, the Voss have refused to take sides. And
Hey, Candy, how you doing?
Neutrality laws to keep us in line.
You stick a blaster in my face and all bets are off.
That's exactly the kind of trigger-happy attitude we don't need. There's too much at stake.
How you
We
doing?
need to show the Voss that the Empire only acts respectful because of the Mystics. I'm doing everything I can to expose them, but the Voss don't seem to hear me anymore. A fresh face might help.
I'm no diplomat, but I'll stand around and look pretty if you want.
It might get a little more involved than that.
Of course it
I'm
is.
staying at a Voss survey outpost, keeping an eye on the Empire. Commander Harada can handle the details of getting here.
Not much to arrange. Shuttle will take you to Voss, their capital city. Local transport can get you to the survey outpost. Remember, the Voss keep all outsiders confined to the alien enclave, regardless of affiliation. Someone makes trouble, ignore them.
Watching you while I work? Yeah, I'm very much ready for Lubicon. I'm having to debate. I have a cosplay that I've really wanted to do since PAX South. And if I'm quick, I could actually order it all tomorrow via Amazon and potentially get it here before Lubicon. But I don't know if I want to pull the trigger on it yet. Mez might get a Voss girlfriend. Let's go meet our first Voss.
Are you Lokir Ka?
Indeed. May the mystic see no shadows on you, Captain, and the duty to all weigh lightly. I am your honores. Your translation might be chaperone.
Yeah, along with the right before he takes off running.
Alright then. What do I do to avoid pain of fiery torture or whatever it is you do here?
Your mission has touched a nerve. The creatures that attacked your Senator Dodonna are a Gormak abomination.
Any idea how an off-world gangster got his hands on those things?
No. The Gormak are creatures of war. They create these monstrosities from beasts, set them against us. To spread Gormak creations past the stars violates every law.
They sound like Cybermen from Doctor Who.
Theoretically, if I wanted to buy one of these abominations, how would I sneak past the authorities?
This is not something Voss do. If you seek criminals, search your people. A settlement in the Mesmyrrh caves, called the Exchange.
Tuh, jackpot.
Where do I find these guys?
I have been there. I have an academic interest in off-world music. My trade was with a human named Scratch. Perhaps he can answer your questions.
Alrighty. So, looks like there's really nothing else other than on this side. And I'm going to actually actively avoid missions if I can. So let's just get in on our shuttle and get this done.
Vehicle pads are currently open for business. Have a safe and pleasant stay.
Oh yeah, they use the skyhoppers. Crazy. So what kind of work are you doing right now, Candy? Is it cosplay work or real life work? Hey, King. Or not necessarily real life work, but mundania work. Ah, the Exchange. Good times, good times. Remember that space station we were on with Davik Kang before we blew it up in Knights of the Old Republic? Seems just like yesterday instead of almost... Oh, when did the first KOTOR come out? I actually don't want to look it up because I know it was a long time ago. Working out? Ah, gotcha. I've seriously considered getting back into exercising regularly
Stand by for
because
examination and suggested products.
considering my age now, it's definitely not going to get easier as things go on. But I need to get myself a really good like mixtape of workout music to listen to. Alright, let's go ahead and sell all of this nonsense that we have. KOTOR came out in 03. And... so 15 years ago. Or 15, technically 14. Wait. Yes. 16. I'm math lexic, leave me alone. Oh yeah, I forgot. We got some ugly armor in the last stream, didn't we?
You are fit for duty. Return to your post.
Thank you very much for that, Lurk Raven. Appreciate it. Oh, okay, never mind. That is taking us to the Red Reaper flashpoint, which we do not want to do. I don't want to let my guard down like we did in Balmora and just continually have to be on a planet forever and ever. No more droid factories, please.
These accusations are ridiculous. The Republic has only tried to protect the galaxy from the Empire.
The Empire offers more power and protection than the Republic ever could, minus the rigid codes of morality.
The Empire forgets. The Voss protect themselves.
Let us pause here. I believe the Ambassador has some introductions to make.
Lord Beldis, speaking on behalf of the Empire. Laren Kai, envoy to the Three.
That's very impressive, whatever it means.
The Three govern. The Mystics see. The Three decide. The Three state outsiders are only curiosity.
I'd like to show the Voss something different. An example of everything the Republic stands for.
A criminal guilty of smuggling illegal goods across the galaxy? You can't be serious.
I should be more discreet.
There is no need. Criminals do not exist on Voss. Off-world conflicts mean nothing. The Voss look forward. Outsiders look back. I will say no more.
Do we have to go on a spirit quest?
An excellent example, Ambassador. Weak and hopeless. Like you.
I'm a crime virgin, again.
The more Lord Beldis talks, the worse the Republic looks. We have to show the Voss what Sith like him are really after.
I'm not even sure where to start.
We know Lord Beldis has spies in Voss Ka. Our scouts think he's using some defunct Voss comm towers to communicate with them. The comm logs could prove Lord Beldis has designs against the Voss. I need someone to make it past the Empire's defenses.
That's terrifying, Juan. And not funny. Kind of. The Water Totem quest? Good God, Crag. Or getting your Warlock Epic mount.
I'll take care of everything.
Get those comm logs quick as you can. I'll be waiting.
Radio, man, radio. We're doing that damned canyon training run. You know, if we could... I would really like, Cath, one of these days. I have a program that Crag showed me that you can actually kind of log in to someone else's computer and access just a few programs that the person on the other side allows you to. We should so do some sort of video where you actually beat that canyon level in Rebel Assault. Just get that monkey off your back. I'd be your wingman or your flight instructor. I'll just sit there while you're yelling, going, "Stay on target. Stay on target." Cath, have you considered not sucking? Just be better. Shoo. Yeah, that's me. It's the very that's pure Wretch encouragement right there. Our first Imperial's dead of the stream.
This is your last mistake.
Thank you, guys. Hour and a half until we just hear Cath screaming about how she's never playing games again. I'm never playing Dead by Daylight. By the way, Kath, I want to let you know that if they ever have some sort of skin for, like, Trapper for Dead by Daylight to make him look like a giant lumberjack, I am so getting that for you, if you promise to main Trapper as your primary killer. He's got a maple leaf mask? Oh, Lord. Okay, well, I guess that's that then. I will be purchasing that for you directly. Oh, you wear it all the time? Okay, good. No worries then. All is as it should be, and I don't have to spend any money. Okay, let's... Hello there, Rhodians. Oh yeah, this is the exchange base. And everyone's currently friendly, which I don't think is going to last long. Oh, no, I have not told them about that yet, Crag. So, here pretty soon, guys, I'm going to be doing a random run via the Legend of Zelda Link to the Past randomizer, which is an awesome version of Legend of Zelda Link to the Past that you can change different stuff in the game. Like, items can be random, enemies can be random, and the person that you look like can be random. And thanks to Crag and Z and someone's awesome program that they did, they actually have the Blue Shy Guy as a character now. So I'm thinking about doing a full run of the game as basically Shy Wretch. I think that'd be kind of fun. You're the distinguished guest Lokir was talking about, huh? Let me guess. I've seen some familiar faces here I wasn't expecting when my ship put down. I trust it's Rogan setting shop here that brought you, not a sudden yen for enlightenment.
So you know something about Rogan that's worth knowing?
Couldn't tell you why Rogan's people came here, but I can get you to who's in charge. I know people who know people, see? What can I do for you?
I assume you're not offering anything for free.
Rogan keeps tight reins on his buyers, but I can get you in. It's the only way you'll see his people face to face. But first, I got a buyer myself, looking for some one-of-a-kind artifacts only found in the very dangerous ruins out there, if you hear me.
I don't know much about Voss. What's valuable?
Jedi and Sith will pay both big for anything you dig up in those ruins. But it's strange stuff down there. Monsters, you might say, and worse. This planet's got something seriously wrong with it. But you take the specs I'm transmitting. You bring me back something that looks right, and I'll hook you up with Rogan's folks. Trust me. I don't trust him. They have a lumberjack skin for Hillbilly, and it does not look good. It has a beard and everything, and it's really ugly. Do it! A surprise, to be sure, but a welcome one. Your phone data said no? Phew! But you got the comp up! Huzzah! Good deal. Did you need a power strip or anything else, Z? And like I said, grab those heaters if you need to. All I ask is that you please turn them off when you leave, so my house doesn't burn down. Power strip. This is turning into a just chatting stream. And, okay, kill Imperials, meh. I can kill Imperials whenever I want. Speaking of killing Imperials, guys, in October, they're going to have a thing called Force Friday, where I guess they're going to be releasing the final trailer to Episode 9. They're going to be releasing the first episode of the Mandalorian TV series, which I'm very curious about. And then they're also going to be releasing the new game, Jedi Fallen Order, or something like that. So, you've got it, dude. Did you just Michelle Tanner me? Good God. Come at... I can now. Yeah.
Spin this all you like, Ambassador. You tampered with Voss communication towers.
Is that a fact, Lord Beldis? I suppose I forged the Imperial comm logs that came out of them, too.
Stop. Neither were present. Both are blind. Those involved will answer. Did you strike against Voss?
Oh. Hey, don't look at me.
No, sir. The Empire beat me to it.
Interesting words. The towers were abandoned. No Voss were harmed. This will not happen again.
I can personally guarantee that, Laren Kai.
You against the Empire, and me against Lord Beldis. I'm not sure which fight was harder.
Where do we go from here?
The comm logs don't implicate Lord Beldis directly, but they prove he has Imperial spies in Voss Ka. One of them is Malcolm Terrax. Terrax is one of Imperial Intelligence's best agents, but now he'll be executed. We can't let that happen.
You think an Imperial spy will help us?
If we save Terrax, he might talk. The SIS spotted a new Dusk Squadron camp nearby. They're Imperial assassins, and their location is perfect for a quiet execution. I'm willing to bet they're here for Terrax.
I'll be there as quick as I can.
I'll make the arrangements for a deal with Terrax. I just hope he's still alive.
You donate to see Wretch in a low-cut shirt? Aw, Crag. I knew you cared. Okay.
It's not as bad as it looks.
Yeah, actually, I do have an update on the onesie. I think, don't quote me on this, I think I may have a way to make that onesie actually wearable for me. So, stay tuned for that. Because I may actually have to put on the Care Bear onesie. Wretch, I should give you a thoughty makeover for the kids stream. Dr. Forad. You're one of those freelancers, aren't you? I need some help, and I'm willing to pay. My name is Dr. Forad. I'm an archaeologist. I came here with my team to study the Voss and their culture. Unfortunately, my assistants have gone missing. I'm afraid something terrible has happened to them. Can you look into this for me?
What's the upside for me?
My project is well funded. I'll see you're properly paid for your efforts. A few days ago, we picked up some unusual transmissions. They seem to be in an ancient Voss dialect. We were able to locate the origin of the transmissions. I sent my assistants to investigate, and I haven't heard from them since.
Was there some type of warning or message?
The dialect was too archaic for us to translate it. That's one of the reasons I was so interested in learning more. Please hurry. My assistants have been gone for 3 days now, and I fear the worst. She's the one they call her Dr. Farad. He's the one who'll make you feel alright. I'm gonna have that song stuck in my head now. Awesome. It's actually one of my favorite Motley Crue songs. My work here is done. But yeah, I've considered breaking out, if I was able to get everything in 2-day shipping, doing the Mikey cosplay at Lubicon. It would just depend if the things that I could buy And the thing is, Mikey's a simple cosplay. You just need the look and the presence to pull it off. I think it would be fun. I still think that they should allow Voss to be a playable character, or playable character race in this game. Actually, hold on. Categories, account unlocks. Cathar, Zabrak, Cyborg, Chiss, Miraluka. Yeah, no. No Voss. The effect would be ruined by magic constantly booping, though. The problem, though, is that this Mikey can actually move his neck around. It's... Alright, to the Dark Reliquary. Buyer's Remorse. Every time I hear the word reliquary, though, I think of the first Hellboy film.
This is your last mistake.
And we got Sith droids. A neck brace. Yeah, it's Mikey after the last Halloween film. He's not getting any younger. No, this is not a droid factory. This is a droid hangout spot. Yes. And we got a Voss historical tablet. Prepare for Piggy and Legion to boop your butt. Okay, Ani. Prepare for Judith's tombstone. Now, retrieve the Voss Warblade. Damaged ancient warblade. An ancient Voss artifact. Though unusable now, this blade probably took many lives in its time. Wretch, no, will be actual people, and that's illegal. Says who? There's nothing in Lebecon's rules about Moris. Actually, Crag, to tell you the truth, I pull off Kane better than I do Undertaker. Oh, you unlocked the Mori for Nurse. The one for Nurse is actually pretty cool, though.
This'll hurt you a lot more than me.
I would just get the one white contact. Would look like old school Kane. You were trying to farm today, and the survivors didn't understand? Aw. If I do not win the title, I will set myself on fire. That's good stuff. So last night during the elimination chamber, that was the stream. I had very slight dropped frames. But when we were watching Elimination Chamber last night, and I have a friend of mine, Bart, who is occasionally here in chat, and I got him into wrestling. Like I got him to, I think the first show we got him to watch was the Royal Rumble before WrestleMania 30. And he now comes over for all the pay-per-views, whether it's, WWE or New Japan. And we really haven't told him about how wrestling used to be. He remembers kind of the stuff from the 80s, but not much. And they had this thing, this really awesome documentary on Mark Henry after the pay-per-view was over. And for some reason, we sat down and watched the entire thing, and they showed all of the stuff when he was like sexual chocolate and all the stuff from the Attitude Era. And he's just looking at it going, my God, is this how it used to be? I'm like, oh yeah, every Monday it was like this. It was good times. Ancient Voss Death Mask. An ancient Voss artifact, dark power emanates from every inch of this mask. And return to Scratch, where he will put on all of these things and become possessed and attempt to kill us all. See, the thing about it was, and we're talking about wrestling during a Star Wars stream, I was actually more of a WCW fan during the Monday Night Wars. The Attitude stuff was interesting depending on the situation, but I much preferred the whole New World Order, Sting, Horseman, all that kind of stuff. It was a little bit more serious. And then also the Cruiserweight stuff with Rey Mysterio and Psychosis, La Parka, Eddie Guerrero. Like, that stuff was great. Well, like today, you have to sit through a lot of garbage to get to the good stuff. Okay, I think that's the only little bit of dropped frames that we have. The thing that we're currently not worried about, but kind of keeping our eye out for, is when Z starts streaming, if we can both stream at the same time. Like, we need to see how the internet actually holds out for that, which should be interesting. Yeah, you got the impression that everything was special. Oh Lord, hello Dark Squadrons. Well, these guys aren't dark troopers. Rey Mysterio and Mick Foley will be at PlanetCon in Kansas City. Awesome. Do you have a network tracker, like what you are personally uploading at? I'm not sure, Craig. I just know that Liquid has been buying all kinds of gadgets and doodads, so the internet is distributed more evenly around the house. And he says we should be in good shape. Ideally, it's not going to affect our streams at all. Now, keep in mind, we're kind of at the mercy of Permian Basin internet. So there may be times that neither of us will be able to stream, but, you know. I am hoping for good times. A squirrel! Yeah, stupid squirrels. I need to get some sort of, like, stupid squirrel. Every time, like, if I have a drop in service or something, I need a command where, like, stupid squirrels or something get taken out. I don't like him either one. Money in the Bank I'm okay with. Royal Rumble I can get, like Hell in a Cell and Extreme Rules and stuff. I don't like it because at that point it becomes a gimmick instead of a way to further a storyline. Okay, the Stark Squadron really wants its agent dead.
You're gonna live.
Come here, buddy. Alright.
Malcolm Terrax, the Republic's offering you a pardon in exchange for information.
Is that so? I hope you've got more up your sleeve than a blaster. The things I know are worth more than my life. What makes you think I'll share any of them with you?
I'm the only thing standing between you and a firing squad.
It's not that simple. Imperial traitors are death-marked for the rest of their lives. I help you. I forfeit my nice, quick shot to the head. The Empire will hunt me down and make me pay. So for the Republic to give me a fighting chance, I'll need credits, supplies, and transport off-world.
Just so we're clear, I killed double-crossers.
We'll just have to trust each other, won't we?
Gap, shoot him.
Safe in the arms of the Republic.
Oh, you're going to make this difficult, aren't you, sir? Yeah. Shoot him, kiss him. Just show him some sort of emotion. What was that? Microfilament reaction D implant. And that is an upgrade. Nice. That replaces the green. Boop. We'll take it. Shoot, then kiss him. Or kiss and then shoot him, kind of like the beginning of Sin City. Which I consider one of the best. That, if you guys want to know about a cosplay I would really like to do, I would love to get a makeup artist and get a set of clothes and dye them or bleach them and all that and look like a character from Sin City. Just go pure black and white, look like I walked out of a comic book. I think that would be amazing. And not do any like set character, but just get that look and maybe like some red down my face or a cut or something to make people oh, it's Sin City kind of thing. Definitely in my top 5 greatest comic book movies of all time. Maxwell Smart, much cool points. Oh, is that one picture of... Hold on, I need to see this. Yes, indeedy. I have seen that picture. I showed one of my friend's mom's Sin City, and she's like, "Oh, I've heard a lot of things about this." She's a huge Lord of the Rings fan. Loved the movies. And I told her, I was like, "If you watch this, there's a chance you will never look at Elijah Wood the same way again." And she's like, "Oh, it's Frodo. I'll always..." And then after it took her a few months, but she like couldn't watch Lord of the Rings for a little bit because for anything with Elijah Wood, especially with his eyes, just really started to freak her out. So yesterday, I got shanghaied into... I'm officially out of retirement for tabletop RPG game mastering. Not necessarily retirement, but I've been on a really long hiatus, and we had some friends over for board games. We try and do board games every Sunday now over here at the house, and found out that one of my friends, Katie KNS cosplay has never tabletop RP'd at all. So never played Dungeons and Dragons, never played anything, and I don't know how the conversation actually got to it, but apparently I will be storytelling Vampire the Masquerade as her very first tabletop RPG, because she said she was pretty much down for anything. So, yeah. I'm going to be doing a VTM campaign while Bart is writing up a Dungeons and Dragons campaign. And I don't normally play Dungeons and Dragons, but I'll do it if we're a friend's first time playing. I'll play something. Research assistant. He's dead, Jim. You find a datapad on the body with a recorded message. The mysterious Vox transmissions Dr. Farad sent us to investigate are a hoax. We don't know who put the transmitters here, but we're going to destroy them so nobody else falls for the trick. Which obviously did not happen, so... Oh, Imperial Guerrillas. Of Destiny.
Here, let me.
Yeah, so I've got to spend the next bit, actually this week, kind of brainstorming what I want to do. If I want to do Vampire the Masquerade 20th Anniversary Edition, which is the quintessential incarnation of 3rd edition, in my opinion, or if we go ahead and try out 5th edition, since I have all the books and everything. One transmitter. They look less apish than I would have thought. Whoops. Crap. There we go. Magilla Gorillas. They are now dead. Very dead. And more Voss historical tablets. What are those for? Grants a small amount of reputation. Oh, this is where they started really getting into the, hey, here's a faction you need to gain rep with. Which I'm like, no. You're really weird. You don't like to play D&D, but you love watching people play it. Like... I have idea. I don't like the system of D&D. And I think I've played so many Dungeons and Dragons for me. And I don't blame the game necessarily as I blame a lot of the storytellers that I had to deal with. I equate D&D to like a zombie film. It's just a lot of tropes. Like go into the dungeon, search the dungeon, kill the bad guy. It just kind of a wash, rinse, repeat thing. Very similar to the zombie movie genre. It has to be something really special for me to get interested in it. I think that's why I like VTM, is because VTM can go in so many different directions with all the clans scheming against each other. And then you have the Star Wars RPG with so many Star Wars stories you can do. It just, most people tend to fall into the old, hey, you're a party of adventurers doing this. And I know a lot of people really like that, but it's just not, it was nothing I was particularly interested in. Because I remember, like, the first D&D game I ever played, I think it was 3rd edition. I played a dwarf paladin, or excuse me, a dwarf cleric named Argus Forkbeard. And he was a cleric who wanted to be a warrior, but he, you know, has his holy powers, and he refused to heal anyone until he had killed something with his warhammer. He refused to do any healing until he had drawn blood, and or you know, smashed something. And we had a lot of fun. We went through a dungeon, and it was a good time. But then I noticed that every single time I played D&D with different storytellers, it was the exact same storyline, just with updated wallpaper. You could try to seduce the monsters, that'll spice it up. And Bard it is. I actually did. We tried to do D&D over here once, last year I think, and I played a warlock who worshipped the old ones, and I had a really cool look for him, and just unfortunately the group fell apart because of scheduling. Scheduling will actually destroy more campaign groups than anything else, as many of you probably already know. Roll D20. 1. Boom, 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 boom. Wow. Did you find out anything about my assistants?
The Voss transmissions you picked up were sent by Imperials. When your assistants went to investigate, the Imperials killed them.
They're dead? This is my fault. I should never have sent them out there alone.
You came here to learn about Voss. So did your assistants. They knew the risks, but they also knew how important your mission was.
You're right. If I abandoned my research, then my assistants gave their lives in vain. I can't let that happen. But I will be more careful in the future. But my work here will continue. Thank you for looking into this. I'll inform the next of kin. Okay. Thank you for your money. Now what, Ambassador?
I've been waiting for you. Malcolm Terrax is on a transport bound for Coruscant. His price was steep, but worth it. There's no way Lord Beldis can talk his way out of this. Terrax was in Voss Ka to identify failed mystics. Lord Beldis is offering them an alternative. Joining the Sith.
What is Lord Beldis planning?
Lord Beldis has found the Voss's weak spot. He converts enough failed mystics, and the Empire won't need an alliance. I'd offer an alternative, but the Jedi see the mystics as a threat.
Really?
The Jedi need to loosen their robes and live a little.
Keep that to yourself. Relations with the Order are strained enough. When Terrax finds a failed mystic, he sends them to the ruined city, the remains of an ancient Voss settlement. The Sith have a training camp there. If we catch them with the failed mystics, the Voss will have to take notice.
I'll take care of that.
I'd like to talk to the failed mystics myself. Calm me as soon as it's safe.
So calm me, baby. Alright. Large credit box. I like it. Yeah, the Empire's just giving them fresh work. I mean, I remember when we were doing stuff with Threll here, the Empire actually had the smarter approach to doing everything here on Voss. Oh, we have some mail. The Master lives. Lurking Doom. Beneath Belsavus dwells the great Master of the Ashkar. The World Raiser gathers strength while we, the faithful, support for the glorious return. Generations will pass, but the way is open. You were the guide, the catalyst. The servants of the Master honor you. Neat! I got a crystal. It's astounding. Time is fleeting. Madness takes its toll. But listen closely. Sorry. Buyer's remorse. So we'll take care of that and then locate the Sith encampment, which is right here, so we might as well buy Grabthar's hammer. Buy Grabthar's hammer. I need to try and get Alan Rickman's voice so I can just start talking trash to people. Okay, what do we need to do here? Oh, just locate the encampment. I see a ton of Sith, so this must be the place. Sith Sabermaster. Hello! Hello, my sabery friends.
It's not as bad as it looks.
You know, I would love to watch a play or see a movie that would have had Alan Rickman and Jeremy Irons just talking to each other about the weather or anything. Just would have been great.
Ambassador Janik, I'm in the ruined city. There are no Voss here.
Only Sith.
I'm afraid Ambassador Janik's comm signal has been jammed.
Only
He won't be
Zool.
joining us. It's strange. It's almost as if you want the Voss to condemn you. So far, you've stolen files from Voss installations, freed a condemned criminal, and done murder in the ruins of an ancient Voss city. An interesting strategy.
Stop jerking me around and get to the point.
I've given these outcasts a purpose. If one Sith can strengthen a failed mystic, imagine what the Empire can do for Voss. Come see for yourself. Our coordinates are in this console. My acolytes would welcome the chance to show off their skills.
You won't last 2 seconds against me.
If you strike me down, the Voss will avenge their fallen benefactor. Come when convenient. My acolytes and I look forward to your arrival.
I'm expecting that if you strike me down, I shall become more powerful than you could possibly imagine. And they are down there. Alright, well, before we head down south, let us go ahead and hand off these items to Scratch and see if there's anything more in this area that we need to do for the Smuggler storyline. Yeah, you know, if you just give me a few credits, I'll go away. I think that's a reasonable arrangement. Yeah, in this storyline, both for the Republic and the Empire side, it just seems that the Empire just has their number here. It's refreshing instead of the whole, oh, we're holding the Empire back, and it's like, oh no, the Empire is laying the smackdown here. It's almost freezing where I am. Ooh. It was chilly today. And if I'm saying it's chilly, then chances are it's a lot colder for most people. I'm actually kind of hoping for freezing weather tonight for no other reason than my work. Our schedule is based on the schools. And if it's too cold for the schools and the schools actually cancel class, then we close. We actually don't have work that day. So that would be nice. Oh, use the teleport back to Scratch's trading post. Alright, whatever.
I have your artifacts.
He rep didn't lie, did he? Don't get your Jala on the link. She's Rogan's lady in charge. Jala, gotta buy her here. Full up. The sale goes through. Tell Rogan those credits got my name on them.
Then I warn you, this is a unique opportunity. There's nothing like these creatures for sale in the galaxy.
Hello, fellow Cathar.
Be careful. I drive a hard bargain.
I'm counting on it.
I'll let you two work this part out yourselves. That's one of the few times that growling like that is actually viable.
Unusual cargo with certain transportation issues. Selling it is a capital offense on Voss. You have to buy direct and pick it up yourself.
I won't turn down a chance to meet in person.
Then I hope you make it here alive. To keep this out of sight of the Voss commandos, we set up shop in the heart of the Gormak war zone. I'll transmit the coordinates now. If you make it here alive, I'll be waiting.
Kitty gets the mice.
I awaited you in Voss for hours. You were seen everywhere else.
Whoops.
If you do not check in, duty requires I accompany you.
Sorry, I was just finishing up a job for your buddy, Scratch.
I cannot guard Voss from your influence if you deal in secret. What have you learned?
Scratch hooked me up with Rogan's suppliers. I'll be posing as a buyer.
A buyer? Of Gormak abominations?
Rogan's people wouldn't be fool enough to expose themselves to the Voss.
All due respect, Lokir. Sometimes you gotta be scum to catch scum.
I will not interfere unless you break Voss law, but I will come.
That is a terrible plan.
You start lecturing, and you'll blow the whole deal.
It'll kill the whole charade if Rogan's people see a Voss tagging along. Lokir, you need to hang back. Let the captain go first.
Agreed. Where?
According to Jello's transmission, it's near the Pilgrim route. Looks like a risky neighborhood.
Dare that not.
Find yourself an escort to those coordinates and give the captain room to work. Good luck, you two. Hey, Lynx Panda, how you doing? Good to see you, boss. How are things in your world?
Captain, I thought I would never find you. The minute I heard you were on Voss, I started searching. I'm certain you have terribly important business, but might you find time to do one small service for a diplomat of the Republic? Me?
Doing good? Things are good.
Nothing motivates me more than credits.
Yes, of course. Don't worry about compensation. Just hear me out. Her whole life, my sister suffered from a rare form of Mesmyrrh syndrome. She would have died had I not landed this post on Voss. I was able to arrange for her to receive healing from the mystics.
If she's healed, then what's the problem?
My sister chose to stay and serve the Shrine of Healing as payment for her treatment. But now, our mother is dying, and I have no way to reach her. The whole path to the shrine, it's besieged by Gormak. I can pay you handsomely if you would brave the Gormak to bring my sister word to come home.
Yeah, sure, why not?
If I find myself at the shrine, I promise I'll talk to your sister.
Thank you, Captain. I believe Kindra serves a mystic named Kina Ray. I pray she lets her leave, and quickly. Mother may not last long.
Visionary Targeter's Offhand Blaster. And what does that look like? It looks very loud.
You're gonna live.
And we got a ton of influence with, like, everyone. So that's handy. Okay, we need to speak to Kino Ray and locate the handoff point. Which is all that way. Alright. And none of the exchange brutes are trying to take us out, so we got that working for us. I don't think Wretch is worried about dying while standing there talking under no duress. Yes, very true. And we got 3 more lives here for Mesmyrrh on this playthrough, guys, so let's hopefully that no dying happens. Yeah, for those of you who don't know, I figured a Cathar would have 9 lives, and since we've died, I think 5 or 6 times over the course of this entire playthrough, due to happenstance and fall damage, and walking into a room with a bunch of really high elite Sith, then we'll be in good shape. Okay, to the Halls of Enlightenment. I guess that's a little secondary area. You've died like 7 times? Did we count? Didn't we count a few streams ago? Yeah, I think we were on our 6th death, which means I have 3 lives to go. I think. Vosseros did the full count for us. Because I believe there was 2 deaths via Sith, 1 death in our ship, 2 deaths via fall. I don't even remember. I think Vosseros has a comment about it on one of the episodes. I'd have to go back and check it. Okay. And group phase, is that where we need to go? Nope. The first one due to fall damage, which is such a weird death because we have fallen from higher points during this playthrough and have not died. It's very, very bizarre. Oh, can we stay mounted? Aww. Well, fine. Come on, Risha. Yeah, but normally the lower levels don't matter in regards to fall damage. It's just kind of a flat number. Sometimes you land on your feet, sometimes you land on your head. That's very true. Like that, for example. I can't tell you how many times, Crag, if you're still there in chat, how many times have we all collectively died due to the Undercity elevator? I can't count the deaths I've had just stepping into elevator shafts. Yeah, in Warcraft we would do that. Yeah, 100 plus. Mm-hmm. That and tricking people into dying in Serpent Shrine Cavern. Because that elevator has claimed just as many lives as Lady Voss did in that instance. Yeah, see? We both had the same idea. Well, it's just the dungeons to Undercity were always buggy. And you have to go down, down, down quite a way to get into Undercity. But sometimes if you got on the elevator, you would just fall through. And suffer a atrocious death. And then there would Serpent Shrine Cavern was very unique in terms of Warcraft because the elevator, when it came down, if you were underneath it when it came down, it would kill you instantly, regardless of your level or your life total or anything like that. So what a lot of people would do is they would trick new players into just standing there and waiting for the elevator. And then it would just go boom, slam on them. There was also an elevator like that in the last expansion, Legion, that did the exact same thing. Never be a Tauren mounted trying to get on the elevator. That is very true. Oh, hello there, Lord Beldis.
Look, Acolytes, another attempt to cast you out, just as I foresaw.
Ooh. See? Voss Sith would be amazing.
Like the Voss, the Republic has deemed you unworthy. They send their best to kill me and end your instruction.
You have been weighed, you have been measured, and you have been found wanting.
You got it all wrong, except for the part about me being the best.
We will speak the truth.
The Voss refuse us. Lord Beldis is our mentor.
As Sith, we have purpose. We have chosen.
A little rejection is no reason to run out and join the Sith.
The Mystics saw no future for us. We are outsiders.
What have we seen? Combat training, levitation, storms of lightning.
Have patience, Acolytes. There are other powers in this galaxy besides Foresight. Who else will share them with you?
There are others. The Jedi.
The Jedi fear us. We know only their power. Would they teach us?
No, they wouldn't. They see you as a threat.
I can't force the Jedi to accept you.
No need. We stand with the Sith.
You do your people proud. Laren Kai will be shocked to hear about the Republic's attack on Voss civilians. It is my diplomatic duty to make sure you're no longer a threat.
Ah, yes. Good times, that. So, what Crag is referring to is a very, very sneaky thing that we would do. Back in the old days of Warcraft, a PvP flagged Paladin was considered fair game, like an easy kill. And our friend Shotgun played a Paladin. So what we would do is there was this dungeon called Naxxramas, which is this giant kind of mausoleum fortress that's floating high up in the sky. And I played a shaman. Now as a shaman, you can transform into a ghost wolf, where you can't really use any of your other abilities, you just stay in your ghost wolf form. So we devised this plan where Shotgun would stay on the edge, because the summoning stone was in this huge open area where you could just walk off the edge and fall. So flying mounts could go into it. And we developed this plan where Shotgun would flag for PvP, and I would be sitting down at the summoning stone in my wolf form, in my dog form, and I would slash AFK. So people who saw me, I wouldn't be flagged for PvP, and I would be away from keyboard. But I had a macro that would instantly flag me for PvP and activate the shaman ability called Thunderstorm, which would knock people back 20 feet, wherever they are. So kind of like what Mesmyrrh has when he's able to knock people back when he's crouched. So they would come and they'd be like, oh, a paladin, free kill. And they'd start attacking the paladin, and then I'd hit the macro and I'd flag for PvP. I'd basically go back into my normal orc shaman form. I'd hit Thunderstorm. Like, all of this would be instantaneous. They would be flying. They'd fly off the platform and die. And then the cool thing about flagging for PvP on the server that we were on is if you went into the dungeon and walked back out, you wouldn't be flagged for PvP anymore. It'd reset you. So they would fall to their death. I would run into the dungeon, run back out, and I'd be unflagged again, and I'd sit back right where I was and slash AFK again. So when they flew back up going, who did that? I'd just be sitting there looking like I hadn't moved. And we killed so many people. Oh, Mesmyrrh. I have a cat named Mesmyrrh Isaac, which we did name after a Mesmyrh from Guild Wars. And Mesmyr's also the guy who was considered to know hypnosis and all that. But since the Cathar are cat people, I made my character look just like my cat. So we would do that all the time. It was so good.
The Voss are dead. The Republic will fail.
And return to the Ambassador. Another good, probably me and Crag's best moment in Warcraft was me and him just two-man defending Thunder Bluff from a full 40-man Alliance raid. That was good times. Because the only way... Thunder Bluff was the Tauren capital city. And it was literally on these giant mountain bluffs, and you had to take elevators to get there. It's the only way that you could get on if you didn't have flying mounts. And you couldn't really, if you were on a part of the enemy faction, you couldn't really use flying mounts to go to places because you would get knocked off your flying mounts by air defenses. But there was a 40-man raid that was running around trying to kill the horde bosses, and me and Crag heard about that, so we ran over to Thunder Bluff, because Thunder Bluff's no one goes to defend Thunder Bluff. It's just one of those, okay, well, Cairn's gonna die and life goes on. But we didn't want that to happen, so what we did is I was playing my shaman, who has that knockback ability, and Crag was playing a druid, and the Boomkin form of druid has a knockback ability as well, but it's more of a forward-facing one while the shaman is all around. So what we did, there's only 2 elevators to get up to Thunder Bluff. So we would see the raid heading to one of the elevators, and I would go to one, and Crag would go to the other, and the second that it got up to the top, you know, that ding, we'd be like, hi, bzzz, and knock the entire 40-man raid off of the elevators to their deaths. And then they would res, and then they would go around to the other elevator, and we were aware of that, and we'd run to the other one, and by the time they went up again, hi, bzzz, ah. So, oh, it was so good. I miss those days. Gaming stories, man. Mm-hmm. Well, me and Crag were both laughing so hard over Vent, we were almost pissing ourselves. That was good stuff. Okay, to the Kenlaw outpost? Yes. Yes. If Mesmyrrh was a Sith, would he be a Thunder cat? Yeah, so one of the primary memes in Warcraft is the Barrens is under attack, or Barrens chat, because the Barrens is the primary leveling zone for people who play Horde, who aren't Forsaken. And Crossroads, which is the city in Barrens, or little settlement, is perpetually under attack by high-level Alliance who want to go there and basically troll low-level Horde players. And we have they have the same thing on their side, but we were on an RP server, and we had a lot of RP, we had an RP guild, and we'd have these meetings on this island off the side of the Barrens, and we'd all be in character and talking about how the guild was going to work, and just sit there, just have an excuse for all of us to hang out and chat on Vent. And then we heard the Crossroads was under attack, and we all just kind of looked at each other and went, "We ride!" So we all got in, like 12 or 13 of us mounted up and rode to the Crossroads, and there was this poor Alliance Warlock who had no idea about the ass-kicking he was about to receive. And he was terrified when he saw just all of us just zerg him. We had a lot of fun.
Days on Voss are numbered, Ambassador. Lord Belvis conducted some harmless recruitment. The Republic's done murder.
Those Voss attacked because of their Sith training. We responded in self-defense.
When Laren Kai arrives, explain that to him. I'm sure he'll be very sympathetic.
We remember this guy. Sith boyfriend.
How many Sith diplomats does the Empire have?
Darth Saravan has assumed Lord Beldis's responsibilities. That includes making false accusations.
Well, no, this isn't the one that you could flirt with.
The failed mystics were lured in by the Sith, and they met a Sith's end. I just hope the Voss understand.
Uh-oh.
Laren Kai, I apologize for this tragedy. The Republic was only trying to stop Lord Beldis.
The lost potentials acted against fate. You are not to blame. Lord Beldis' actions were not sanctioned by the Empire. Had you approached us, the Voss would have returned safely.
I know which one you guys are talking about. Unfortunately, we're not going to be running into that character during this playthrough.
I wish things had worked out.
They were not meant to be Sith. The Empire appreciates your understanding. It will not happen again. I have not come to choose sides. There are greater threats on Voss. The Mystics have a vision. An outsider will end the threat of the Gormak. We believe it is you.
We hear all about the Gormak. Like, what exactly are the Gormak? I know we ran into them with Threll, but Mesmyrrh wouldn't know.
Who or what are the Gormak?
Savages. They turn the wild into machines, beasts into weapons. They must be stopped.
They're the big barbar guys.
The Mystics see. The three decide. The Voss act. You are not Voss. Will you follow this vision?
Sure.
I always wanted to be part of a prophecy.
A happy coincidence. Ambassador Janek has your instructions. Farewell.
Wow, Cath.
A vision of the Republic helping the Voss. What incredible luck. Let's see where they want you to start. Laren Kai is bound by the Mystic's vision, but he wants to be sure you're prepared. He's asking that you complete the Mystic's trials at the Shrine of Healing.
Ugh.
Something no ordinary Voss has ever survived.
Tell me what's involved.
That's all I know. The trials are part of the Mystic's training. No outsider has ever attempted them. You'll need to make the pilgrimage to the Shrine of Healing. The guide, Suva Rock, leads a pilgrim camp near the local transport. You make it through these trials, and the Voss will be more than impressed. I'm counting on you.
Hey, Firewalker. In terms of what you've missed, we are on the planet Voss right now, and we are playing the political game between the Empire and the Republic. The Empire are currently in the lead, but apparently Mesmyrrh is part of a prophecy to help stop the Gormak, so that's kind of our way in. One outsider did. He fell down a lot, but he made it through. He kept on getting knocked out a lot. Good old Threll.
Welcome. Please select an available travel route. Have a safe and pleasant stay.
So we need to locate the handoff point, speak to Kina Ray, and speak to Suvalrak. The boat sank, Liquid is dead, and he owes the hunt 20 million credits. Whoops. We've been telling old MMO war stories. Most of ours involve World of Warcraft, though. Like, a lot of us did come on and play Tor when it first came out, but there wasn't a whole lot of, like, PvP and that kind of stuff around at the time. You played Lord of the Rings online for years? With your mom, actually? Oh, that's cool. Miss those days? Yeah, same. I miss the old MMO days.
Suvarak, I'm interested in taking the path of pilgrimage.
Outsiders are not Voss. They do not follow the path. Even the pilgrims cannot follow now. The danger is too great. The path is blocked. The Gormak kill any who enter.
The way is shut.
I'm not afraid of anybody.
Many others must travel the path. The path leads to the Shrine of Healing. Only those who believe may enter. Even mystics walk the path before their trials. The Gormak defile it.
Oh, that's right, Crag. That is what happened. We were all really enjoying the game, and then when the game engine changed, like, half of us couldn't play it anymore. You remember Lord of the Rings Online? Your Uncle Jeff got you to play it? Yeah, that's the thing, like, going through all the grinding. Life is a river, time is a stream, the door is ajar.
What's involved in the Mystic's trials?
I do not know. Few do. The Gormak have tainted the path. A Voss must cleanse the shrine. The Gormak will attack. Will you guide a pilgrim?
I'm no pilgrim, but I'll keep your people alive.
The Gormak are predators. Move quickly.
I love the running joke that we have here. Go home. I am home. We're all home. And, ooh, meditate at the altar for the pilgrimage. Okie dokie. This isn't really Mesmyr's thing. Oh. Hello, lady. Oh. I don't mind gaming grinding. Yeah, it depends on the game. That's also... But there's also repetition to it. Like, when the reason that I stopped playing Warlords... I didn't play Warlords of Draenor, that extension to WoW, or expansion, is because I was really excited for Mist of Pandaria. Because I love pandas, and playing as a Pandaren was something I'd always wanted to do. And I started leveling a Pandaren monk. Started at level 1, went through the zones, and started, you know, leveling up through the Cataclysm stuff, and it was great. The second I got to Outland, I just lost all urge to play the expansion. I haven't even touched any of my high-level characters to actually go to Pandaria. It's just the second that I realized I had to take another character through Outland and then Northrend, and I had already done it like 8 times. I just had no interest in doing so. Now it's a little bit easier. Now they've made the leveling a less of a chore, which is good, but I still don't want to do it. Like, I have Swindle Gear doing the WoW series, and that's really the only person I want to really do anything with in Warcraft these days. You have a mod that lets you have different starts in Skyrim. Ah. I bet that's handy. Yeah, Swindle Gear is my one and only for white right now. I do my main. There's 3 characters. If they basically said, hey, you can only have 3 characters on WoW, I would have Swindle Gear. I'd have Krolgoth, who is my Orc Shaman, who is my first character, and I'd have Baoshen, who's my Pandaren Brewmaster. Like, those are the characters I would keep. Second shrine. Get to it, Bob or Barbara. No one knows you play anymore. Shawarma? Or Shanra? Yes. One of these days, I will have to give an Elder Scrolls game a try, like a real try, because I have never played an Elder Scrolls game that I liked. But I also have never played Skyrim, so. But we had an Xbox in the back of the gaming store that I would frequent, and he had both Fable and no, actually I had Fable. He had Morrowind. And I loved Fable. Like, it was one of my favorite games. But when I played Morrowind, I thought Morrowind was just meh compared to Fable. Little did I know how expansive the Morrowind's world was and all the stuff that you could do. I never really got to play Oblivion and never touched Skyrim. So DK, DH, and Fabulous. Hey, Tobias. Which one's an amazing game? I know Liquid has Morrowind and Oblivion. Skyrim was my first ES game, and I love it, and I do recommend it. Successful mod for Skyrim that makes it multiplayer. Everyone loves Skyrim. Well, Z has so many like mods for her Skyrim. I'm surprised her computer hasn't exploded. It'd be one of those things. It's more like when Obi-Wan. He's more machine now than man. It's more mod now than game. Do I have a capture card to play PS4 games? Yes, I do. Whoa.
Here after all. And I already went and set up another buyer. I assumed you were dead on the trail somewhere. This is my partner. We call him Gormak Zach. He's our pipeline for the precious little beasties.
You have the stink of the Voss on you.
Quite an operation. You working with anyone else on Voss?
Zach's, what's a polite way to say it? Gone native. Lives with a Gormak.
Ah.
Not much for conversation, Gormak, but they can stick a remote control in a ranker's head like nobody's business.
The Gormak are this world's rightful rulers.
Let me handle this, dear. So, I hardly know what to charge. You're our first client who didn't pay the markup to have the cargo shipped to him.
I like a challenge.
Me too. The harder, the better. But I always come out on top. Which is more than I can say for you.
Oh, really? Are we about to get swerved?
I like a woman who takes charge.
Because you don't have the brains to do it yourself.
Oh, we're gonna have to kill you
think
now.
I'm fool enough not to recognize Rogan's top bounty? I'm not making the mistake of taking you on one-on-one.
Bad kitty.
But when the Voss commandos find you here trading in abominations, I'm sure they'll be happy to pitch in.
No! Did he get knocked out? How very Threll. Hey, Risha.
Captain, commandos targeting your location. They speak of an informant who sent them.
Facepalm.
That blasted hairball set me up.
She would trade in abominations, then draw commandos?
Now you're catching on.
You can explain the truth. No. With this evidence, I would not listen to an outsider cry innocence.
Hold off the commandos, and I'll root out this Gormak smuggling ring.
The evidence is strong. It will take months for adjudicators to sort the truth. If I give you time, you must use it to hunt these outlaws. Leave. That passage will take you to the trail.
Okay.
I will tell the commandos the truth I know. Await me in Scratch's shop.
Man, I don't want to kill the cat. I probably will, though, but... sad days. Hey, Hopsfee, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. We got a little bit of time left. We just got swerved by a fellow Cathar. Seems that Threll's flirting was ineffective, for once. She's got a few lives left. Okay, so don't stun me. Okay, what are we doing here? Oh, good lord. Okay, you need to get shot in the crotch. There we go. And that actually could have been bad. Your pet pulled the dungeon. Oh, pfft. Sorry, Risha. Better you than me. Come on, elevator. Anytime now. Thank you, Risha. We'll name something after you. Ah, crap. Oh. There we go. Watch, there would have been like a Sith right there. That would have been horrible. Alright. Yeah, we'll put a memorial plaque at the drinking fountain. As befits your station. Okay, out of the frying pan, we need... Cleanse the second shrine and a brother's request. Now, we got about 15 minutes left in the stream, guys, so let's see how much we can actually get taken care of.
Let me...
I was going to get the desert cat pet, wasn't I? Okay, so here's what we'll do. We're going to ride over... We're going to cleanse the second shrine. We're at least going to get over here to the Shrine of Healing. And get that started. And then we're going to take a portal... Or we're going to use our emergency fleet pass. And I actually think that desert cat would be a fun thing to acquire. What was the name of it again, Crag? Because we were going to get that pet. We just kept on spacing it. Oh, that's nice. Thank you, Force User.
It's not as bad as it looks.
All of Mesmyr's flings come back to haunt him. Yeah. Well, all of Threll's flings ended up either joining the crew or dying. Which was pretty handy for Threll, I gotta say. Convenient.
It's not as bad as it looks.
Ow. I will do the stunning around here, my friend.
The Gormak plight is gone. You have followed the path. The shrine may be open to you. Tell Garrel Mo of this. He guards the proving grounds.
A desert
The
Nakar
shrine
cat.
is for the mystics. He may deny you.
I'll be there as quick as I can.
I will inform Suvarak. Good luck, outsider.
Outsider. Okie dokie. That went well. Defeat Gormak forces. We're gonna be like, no. Not really our thing. And escape to Scratch's shop. You know what? Let's go ahead and teleport. We've got everything that we need to go into the shrine. I bet you that Scratch is going to have a mission for us in the shrine as well. I'm calling it now. See, these exchange brutes are our level, but they're not hostile. And I just have this feeling we're going to have to shoot our way out of here. Because the only thing here for us is just this smuggler instance. What do we want? Low-flying airplane noises! When do we want them? Meow! You sent him to me? You think I want a bunch of Voss commandos
I
here?
said the captain is innocent. They said I believe a lie.
Well, don't shove him off on... Hey, how long have you been there? Let's get you out of my shop before anyone comes looking.
You better not be thinking throw me to the Sarlacc to save yourself.
I'd considered it.
Jella laid her groundwork well. The adjudicators believe you lead the smuggling ring. The manhunt will continue secretly to avoid alerting accomplices.
They haven't told Senator Dodonna, at least.
You got a good thing with her, huh?
To clear your name, you must catch Jella Reneki trading with Gormak.
She and that creepy Zack guy are the only ones the Gormak don't shoot on sight. They both have their own hideouts down in Gormak lands, but there's no easy way to get there.
Does that mean there's an insanely hard way?
There are options, Captain, but you'll want to think them over carefully and pick your favorite. We might be a while, Lokir.
Tell Scratch your decision. I must speak with the adjudicators.
I was lying. There's only one way to get at Jella, but Lokir would be happy if he knew what I'm doing.
I don't have a preference. Thrill me with your creativity.
It is rather ingenious. I've been training with Gormak Zack and his people on the side. I could send you with their next shipment. Thing is, Gormak scanned for life forms before they let any supplies
You'll
in.
need to be dead.
I'm pretty sure I heard that wrong.
I'm not saying you have to be dead, just sleeping really hard. I've got equipment here to freeze you in carbonite and then release you on a timer. You'll thaw out inside Gormak Zack's home base. Zack is your best shot at finding Jella, and this is a chance to take him by surprise.
Load me in.
Go into my carbon freezing chamber and activate it whenever you're ready. I'll bundle you inside Gormak Zak's supply shipment. If you make it back alive, you'll have to tell me what it's like. I've never had the guts to try it. Freeze yourself in carbonite. Oh lord. And then Visionary Targeter's leggings. So our first piece of Targeter's gear here, other than the offhand blaster. Good stuff. Well, we are not going into the carbonite just yet. Well, I guess we could if we wanted to. Yeah, we've got some time. Let's do it. What could possibly go wrong? Mesmyrrh on ice. Meanwhile, at the Legion of Doom. He looks like a Freeman from Dune. Any of the cyborgs that have that nose connector do. Now, I should have, like, carbon sickness and not be able to see, so I'll just shoot wildly until I hit something.
You.
Hi!
I offer peace. Forgive me. I did not know what Jella intended, though I would not have opposed her then.
You were helping Jella to try to get me executed. What's changed?
Jella has gone too far. I came to this world to help Rogan. Now the Gormak are my family. I will do nothing to hurt them.
You're not both working with the Gormak. That'll make Lokir's day.
Rogan did well for my people. He brings new weapons, new food. But Jella goes behind his back. She is trading with Sith, and they demand what all Gormak are forbidden.
What are Gormak forbidden to do?
No Gormak enters the Nightmare Lands. The creatures there are twisted mutants. The Sith will only trade for them. We refused.
Oh, there's the beasts.
They said the mutants would be powerful weapons with our tech. Jella agreed.
Yeah, the length of the sickness, it depends on how long you're frozen.
You need protection. Is that what this Let's Be Friends thing's about?
Yes. Everything that walks into the darkness is consumed, body and mind. Those Jella took with her were corrupted, changed, destroyed. They are no longer Gormak.
Get them! Well, this is escalating quickly. What did you do? Oh, hi. Okay, can we shoot things now?
Thank you. Those who live, live because of you.
Oh.
Stop Jella. Those she leads turn into ones like this.
Sounds like you're in the market for a new distributor.
You wish Rogan's place? It is done.
Nice.
If you want my loyalty, you have it. Everything I gave to Rogan goes to you. In Jella's lair, you can learn her plans. Destroy the followers she corrupted.
I'll be there as quick as I can.
I will help. I will give you passcodes to Jella's rooms. Talk with the wretched Voss when you are done.
Hey!
They already man a path to the Nightmare Lands. I will seek shelter with the exchange. While I'm here, my family is still a target.
Alright there, Dances with Wolves. We will call that good. Where are we? I have no idea where we are. Are we... Oh, we are all the way over here. Okay. So, here is what we are going to do, guys. We are going to use our abilities. We're going to take our emergency fleet pass and use the last few minutes of the stream to grab ourselves a mini pet. And call that good. Now, after we're done with that, we're going to go raid someone else. So stay tuned for that if you guys can, please. Give one of our fellow channels a morale boost. Your bounty hunter looked just like him? Nice. Beaudry looked similar, except he was skinny and had the cybernetic kind of shades. He looked very Shadowrun-ish. Okay, where is the Galactic Trade Market? It is the other way. And hopefully these things aren't too expensive. We're at least going to get a price check. Price check on prune juice, Bob. Price check on prune juice. Desert Nakar Cat. Are we going to play DVD after this? I don't know, Z. Are we? I would like to get my dailies done. We can actually kind of test out the internet. Desert... Nope. Zerka, okay. Let's look at pet search. And we'll do it by price. For 190,000. You know what? We've got the money to burn. So we are going to go ahead and buy that item flat out. Transaction complete. You have added Desert Nakar Cat to your available pets. Let's look at the little guy. Where'd you go? We've already lost him. Oh man, he is running all over the place. Hey there. Can we sit down? Yeah. Oh, our view actually doesn't change. He's adorable though. He looks like a cross between a troll and a character from The Lion King, which I appreciate. Can we name him? I'm not sure if we can. I don't think we can, but still. Yes, he will be our squishy, and he will be mine. And he will be my squishy. Or whatever that quote is. We will put him there in the hot bar. And another mouth to feed. I don't know if he's a long-lost cousin or something to the Cathar, but no worries. Alright guys, well, we got a good portion of Voss taken care of. I know the Nightmare Lands is the last area that we normally have to go through, at least when Threll went to Voss, so I'm pretty sure we'll be able to finish Voss in the next stream, and then we will move on to Corellia. Hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Stay tuned. We're going to go ahead and be raiding someone, and then I'm probably going to do some DBD. I don't know if Z is going to be streaming, but call him Flea Biscuit. Oh, that's adorable. I like that. But if you guys haven't followed the channel, please do so. I try and stream Monday through Friday unless real life or work or something gets in the way. And if you're watching this on the replay on YouTube, I have a link to the Twitch channel down in the description below. Like, share, subscribe. You guys know the drill there. Thank you all very much for watching, and love seeing you guys in the chat. We had some great discussions, some old war stories, and I'm looking forward to doing it again soon. Since the owner-pet dynamic is inverted in this game, the Desert Cat would have to be Reginald. I like it. But we'll see the adventures of Mesmyrrh and Reginald here soon. So you guys take care, and we'll see you next time. Later days, everyone.